Alrighty, so on this week's episode of Photos with Friends collab with Sunday Dawn at the Helpful Home, what shall we do? First, I'm going to update you on what I got done and then see what else I can do. Let me clear this space off. Yeah, I'm going to sit here. I could pull this out. Maybe I will. So this comes out. This cabinet. I don't know how to pull it out though. No, I just had. So that's all my stuff from my craft room declutter. I still haven't. Yeah, no, it just all fell. All right, we're gonna ignore that. But I might be clearing up this cabinet and stuff. So just on a whim or whatever you want to call it, so my son wanted to find some pictures of our old sailboat that we had, and he wanted to see some pictures of that, of all of us on there and stuff. So we got out the pictures and we were going through them, and he's like, why are you saving these photos, Mom? I'm like, I don't know, because I just haven't had a chance to go through them, and the whole is overwhelming and stressing me out. Anyway, we sat there for a couple hours and just went through a whole pile of photos. Some were blurry, some we just didn't need. Doubles, although hubby has a hard time getting rid of doubles, but yeah. So I'll just show you a few things that we have gotten rid of, but I'm not going to show you all the pictures. So I didn't film any of that because that was like on a whim. Like I said, we sat on the couch and brought out the boxes of individual photos. So I have albums. I think I'm going to do like Kimmy's doing and take everything out of the albums and put them in boxes. It saves space. And plus all the albums, the pages are yellowing. You know, the plastic pages that covers them and stuff is yellowing and stuff like that. Let me show you what I got. All right, so this is a huge bag of photos that is going in the trash. So a lot of the photos are, like I said, blurry and stuff. So like this, but then there's, and you know, they're not of people. We don't need that stuff. So this was Lion Country for Safari. My parents took, my son and my two nieces on a camping trip one year, and that's like the infamous trip because my son got severely burnt because he didn't listen, he didn't put his shirt on, didn't put sunscreen on. He got severely burnt. When he got home, I think he was like 13. He had to lay beside us on the floor next to us in the bed, or on the bed, whatever. He's on the floor, we were in the bed all night because he was having like, you know, shivers and stuff from all that. It blistered up and everything. Anyway, so that's what these are from, but we don't need all those pictures. We have the pictures of them in it, and then like this pictures I took of Christmas setting for my parents' house. Yeah, there's no people in the pictures. And then this is Santa, one picture of Santa cookies left out, but there's nobody in the picture. And anyway, so that's what those are. A lot of landscape. I mean, seriously, I don't even know what that is and don't need it. Oh, that's looks like my mom in that picture, but you know, you can't really see her. So that's what some of those are. And then a bunch of other ones are, let me shut this door because you can hear my smoke detector going off. Nobody has fixed that yet. I'm not climbing on the ladder to do that. So anyway, hopefully you won't hear that. A couple of you have said you heard it in a previous. Sometimes it doesn't even go off for days, and then all of a sudden it goes off. The battery needs change. So some of you told me it was like bothering your cats and stuff. So a bunch are daycare pictures. So like I worked at a daycare for oh, since I was 18 until 2001. Yeah, so a long time. So I have pictures of the kids, and I kept some because my son was in it, because there were times where he was in my classroom and there were times that he wasn't. Obviously, once he got school age, he wasn't. So I'm like, I don't know these people anymore. I don't even know some of their kids' names. So I just getting, it's kind of creepy actually. But anyway, so there's that. What else? Yeah, lots of pictures of the preschool class that I had. I mean, these are kind of cute. And it shows my classroom setup. And then, of course, all of the... Look at this horrible picture. This is the performance. You can't even see. It's like the back of people's heads. You can't even see the stage. So every year, our daycare would do a Christmas performance. I think that's what this is. And some graduation thing at the local elementary, because the owner of the daycare... Well, that was one daycare I worked at. The owner of the daycare worked at the school, and she was a teacher, so they allowed her to have the performance there. So that's what all these are. And yeah, what am I going to do with that? That's kind of neat, but like, really, what am I going to do with that? People should be in your pictures. Don't be taking pictures of the mountains unless there's people in front of them. Yeah, what do you need all that? I do remember some of these names. That's Luke. And I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what else is in here. See, lots and lots of daycare pictures. One went on field trips. And again, like I said, I pulled out the ones that were pictures of my son and kept a few of the pictures from the daycare. That was a nice playground. But I don't need all that. And I should keep a group picture, but that one is not very good. You can't see their faces very well. So anyway, that's what my classroom looked like. And I worked at several different daycares. This one I worked at for, I don't know, 7 years for that one. And then I worked at another one, and I worked my way up, and I became a preschool curriculum director and was supervising 3 classrooms, and planning the curriculum and field trips and all that stuff. So, all right, so that was that. I don't know that there's anything else interesting in here. Obviously not, because these are throwaways. So that was like a whole box. I mean, we went through several boxes, but it ended up emptying a whole box. So, now what we still need to go through some more, but what we plan to do is, I had everything. So I don't know if you have any suggestions, but I had everything by year, and I realized that's not necessary. I could figure out the year just by looking at the picture, what year it is and stuff, and who really cares? I think it needs to be categorized. So I think I need a box of Christmas pictures, a box of, like my son did science fair, for many years. He actually went to what's it called? Let me think. It was in Oregon. It was the National Science Fair thing. So he got first place and ended up being able to go to national, and but he didn't end up winning at that. He was very disappointed with that. But anyway, he did that for years and years and got first place and awards and all kinds of stuff. So we have pictures of all that kind of stuff. He did that all the way up through high school. So so a box of that, a box of, I don't know, our vacations, a box of, I don't know. I'm not really sure. So I think I want to put stuff in categories rather than years. I think that'll be easier that way. Okay, I did think I should show you where I keep some of my photo storage. Sorry for the beeping. So this is an armoire that used to be in the library, but now it's in here. So These are all the photo albums. Some of these are my parents, some of them are mine. I have some travel. I have some travel ones, which I was terrible. I think I did finish this travel one. This is our cruise. This book was really nice. You just inserted the pictures and that's it. And there's not even a whole bunch of pictures in there. We went to Mexico, Chichen Itza, Tulum, and yeah, I don't think I finished it. Somewhat. We did some snorkeling. Yeah, it's semi-finished. So this, I wish I could find more of these because that was really nice. And there's another one I didn't finish it, but these are like, you can tell this is 1970s, and I don't know. It's like too much. And then I have all the photo boxes in my son's room. So this is my. Oh, I was wondering where that was. I forgot. I couldn't find it. So no, there was a box of something. I did find. So this was an album that I made for my son of all the things that he did through school. I did actually finish that one, but I want to say there was a box that went with that, with extra stuff in there. And then this is just a joke. Son made that in school, and we just keep it, hang it up somewhere. My like mini photo albums for my wedding. This is my mom's corsage from our wedding, and this is her album, which, you know, now she's passed, I inherited it. So yeah, these pictures are horrible. And this was from a photographer. They look terrible. How young we were. It's glaring. 39 years. And 43 years together. We were dating for 4 years before. Kind of, sort of, high school sweethearts. I was a senior. He was already graduated. I don't know if that counts, but we did meet in high school. Anyway, that just gives you a little snippet of what I'm dealing with. I'm thinking this is going to take me years. I'm giving myself to 65. Took me 7 years to do my paperwork. Because you got to live your life too. Family over chores and decluttering. So yeah, I definitely have finished my paperwork for the most part. Just got to stay on top of what's coming in, which is very little. Anyway, that's not for this video. So a little story time with the what I was saying about we met in high school. So kind of a funny story. So we sort of kind of met in high school. Obviously, we met in 1981. I was a junior, he was a senior, but I met him I was at a party with another guy, a friend of his, and so he picked me up, and then he picked him up. Weird story. So I was dating somebody else at the time, and then this guy Brian was a friend of my current boyfriend's, and he was watching me. I don't know what that was. Apparently, because my boyfriend had went to New York for a couple weeks, and so Brian was supposed to be entertaining me and watch. That's what I heard through the grapevine. I'm like, yeah, it was more like he was trying to date me. Anyhow, so I met Bob during that time at a party, and then he hung out with us, and then again I hung out with Brian and Bob for their graduation. On graduation night, I hung out with them, and we went to parties too for that. So that's how I met him. What is weird though? So Brian ran in two different circles. So that was over there, and I never even knew Bob. I never even saw him in the hallways at all. You know, you see people in passing, you don't really know who they are, but you recognize them, or you know who they are, but you're not friends with them. I never, ever, ever saw him in the hallways. That was so weird. So anyway, so then that was, you know, you know, of 81. That was in, you know, like May of 81 because he was graduating. And then I broke up with my boyfriend and a mutual friend of his was in my art class. And I said, can you get Bob my number? And so that's how that happened. So then we dated for 4 years before we got married. Story time. That was story time. So in here's all those picture frames that I got rid of last time. If you missed the last time and the very first photos with friends video that I have done, they've been doing the collab for a little while. Then I'll link that in the description and link the playlist in the description and on the end screen. So this is kind of all photo stuff except for that. That's just stuff I use for when we have Thanksgiving and different things. And then I use this on the front porch when I do my porch decor, whichever. And then there's frames in here. Oh, I need to find a place to put that. My mom's. Maybe I should take that out. And then, what is this stuff? And this is not pictures, but this is, do I really need that stuff? You know, all the brochures and stuff you get when you take a trip. Let me think about that. And then, I don't know why that's in there, but it has nothing to do with photos. And then that was the stuff I put in here from the last time, kind of some keepsake stuff. I thought about giving that to my niece. I'm not sure. And then this is, what does that say? That's just a frame. Alright. And what else? Oh. Alright, let's see if I can go through this. Is photos of my son. I don't, you know, I think I talked about that in the previous video. So I don't think this is something I want to display on the wall anymore. So I have like a current, well, the most current, it's actually from college, which was 10 plus years ago, of him hanging. And then I have that one up there hanging with his whoopee. Did I mention that one time? The last time? So, yeah. So, I think I forgot. So, this is his whoopee. He carried that around when he was little. So, it's in a frame. And, yeah, it's quite worn. Anyway, and the whoopee, please raise your hand if you remember what movie that was from, Whoopi. Anyway, so it was a movie that the little kid had a blanket and he called it his Whoopi. That's where that name come from. Hubby named that. Anyway, so I guess I'm going to take that out of the frame. And then, like, this is extra frames. And I don't know what to do with some of this. I need to consolidate. So I have some extra empty drawers. So I have to make a decision about some of this. I should just put all the frames in a drawer for one. And then what's in this bottom thing? This is paper. This is printer paper. And then I don't know why I'm saving this. I can throw that out. I think I could throw that out. I'll see if hubby wants it. I don't know. And then why do I have this? I guess I'll keep it in case I want to send something. You can get these for free from the post office, by the way. You get these boxes for free. And then you can package it up, and then it's standard shipping for priority mail. So this is, my husband used to have a hold on. All right, this is a picture of my mom and I, but I actually have, this is a terrible printout. I think it's on regular paper, not even photo paper, but in my my family room, I have a nicer frame and nicer picture. I don't know that I even want this frame, so I can take that out, and is my favorite picture of my mom and I. This is we went to Connecticut. Well, they went there for my uncle's funeral, and then it was in the middle of them trying to do their 50th wedding anniversary celebration, and yeah. So we went up there, my sister and I and the two girls, to have a party. My cousin actually threw them a 50th anniversary party with all of our relatives up there because they kind of weren't able to do that because my uncle died in the middle of planning all that. Anyway, so that's a memory for sure, but I have that picture, so. All right, that is an actual photo. But I don't know. So, all right, I'm keeping it. And that's a picture of my son and my niece. Long time, 2012. That's 2012. So they was youngins then. So, all right, so that can be donated. So I'm not in love with that frame. I used to have a whole bunch of these frames, and I have what's called the Walk of Fame in our previous house down the hallway of all of Son's school pictures, all his sports pictures, and then all of his awards for science fair, all his baseball and football and trophies all down the hallway. And I had a bunch of picture frames like this with, yeah, and I had a whole, call that the Walk of Fame hallway. Yeah, none anymore. So I don't really care about that kind of frame. I'd rather have like this kind of frame, nicer frames like this. So I'm gonna keep that. So that one does have an okay frame of my grandfather. Did you see that picture? I need to like get a border. What do you call it? What's that? The border thing called? It's left my brain right now. I don't know. So do I want this? Possibly. Okay, this is nicer, but I need to take the picture out. I might keep that frame. All right, this frame is busted, and I probably won't repair it. So I'm thinking that can go. I don't have no clue what I'm doing here. All right, I might change my mind on this. I noticed, then here's a suggestion. So instead of having a bunch of pictures, just when you get pictures of your kids for school, just put it in the same frame you had previously, and then put all the other ones behind it. So I might keep that for that. I'll find all of his big size school pictures and put them all in this frame. And yeah, I think. But I'm not hanging them up on the wall anymore, but this is a good way to keep them so they don't get ruined. Yeah. I need to take this out and find a picture for it. It matches another one I have in my family room to flank the shelf, so that really needs to come out to remind myself to find a picture that I want to put in there. And yeah, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing with these. These are ones I printed out myself. This is a family photo that we took in 2012. This was just after I had my thyroid removed. Look at how freaking swelly I am. Yes, terrible. Ugh. That's before I stopped eating gluten. Yep, makes a difference. I still need to lose weight, but definitely less swelly. It will swell you up. What is that called? It's called a gluten face. That's definitely a gluten face. Yeah. I don't really weigh that much different now, but maybe 25 pounds different. But look at it looks like 50 pounds. So I had these on display That's Michaela and Abby and Charity. Not sure. And then I have to figure out whether I want to keep that stuff. All right, this is, I decided I'm going to get rid of this. And just keep this few little things. And then there was something in here that I wrote about our trip on a piece of notebook paper. I did have a travel journal and I didn't keep up with it. Great ideas, but then I don't keep up with stuff like that. So I need to put that inside there. And I really want to find another spot for that, but I don't have one right now. Let's see. Extra frames. This is a planter. I think this needs to go somewhere else. We're going to keep this photos and stuff. Except for that. And then photo paper. Yeah. This is hubby's drawing paper. I'll just leave it in here for now. I don't know that he has a place to put that. All right, so this is all garbage. That's really decor, so I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna keep that. Let's pull out that one box, though. That's under there. I don't know if it will happen in this video, but I think I would like to do like a little vignette each video of something, you know, a photo vignette. All right, so hubby is going to have to go through these. This is a zoo that closed down. I think he probably wants these photos. Oh, goodness. I don't know. I feel like I kind of, this is Disney. Kind of need help with this stuff. My dad at Disney. Oh, I think that was the, was that the trip that they took to? No, that wasn't. I don't know. Yes, it was. Lion Country Safari. Some more pictures there. So, just random beach pictures. Oh, my son when he was little. Isn't he cute? Oh, my mom. So young. That was one, my niece, which is about the same age as my son, was a baby. Oh, no, that's Nick. Oh, it is Nick. What is that thing she's got on her face there? It's a phone. A regular phone. And look, there's an avocado green refrigerator. But that was 1987. Oh, boy. Not the 70s, but yep. I don't know. Like, why am I keeping that picture? What is that? Okay, that can go. That's what my sitting room looked like in my previous house. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I found a few pictures like this the other day. So one of my nephews, his first marriage, yeah, he divorced. So that was a nightmare. And I'm sure nobody wants memories of that. So all of these from that's trash. I threw some away the other day. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants pictures of any of that. So we're just going to throw them away. But there's my nephew right after he got out of basic training, I think. Oh, no. No. All pictures of his, yeah, nobody wants those. Like, why do I need a picture of the cake? No. Yeah, so I think that was right after he finished basic training. He was in the service, too. And he actually served over in, yeah, he saw some things. Afghanistan? I don't really remember where he was. But he has a little bit of trauma from that, for sure. think he's doing much better these days. That was a long time ago. All right, so that's all trash. Here's a picture of one. It's not really a wall of thing at my previous house that I had all those small 5x7 pictures of all of the kids and families and stuff like that, plastered all over the wall. Yeah, so I don't need a picture of that. And so these are pictures I'm getting rid of. They're doubles, and then that's terrible. I'm just going through some of these real quick. Let me know in the comments below what you think. So, all right, so these are doubles. So this is when my cousin Karen came to visit one time. So then I think, oh, well, maybe I should send these to her. She probably has her own photos from that visit. I can't, because I'm terrible about stuff like that. You can't be responsible for everybody else, basically. They have their own pictures, and they're responsible if they took them. So, yeah, getting rid of the doubles. Getting rid of negatives, which hubby hates that. But some I won't get rid of the negatives. I mean, I'm never going to print those back up. Next selection. I mean, look at that picture. You can't even see people's faces. Not this is one of our cats. That was Casper. Passed away, I don't know, 15 years ago. Unfortunately, by a dog. Got bit by a dog. Yeah. All right. Doubles gone. So these are my cousins. I don't know what to do with those pictures. I don't. This makes me think I need to send them to them, but I'm sure they have those. And, what am I going to do with that? I don't know. Here's another infamous, let's take a picture of the tablescape. And that's not even a really good picture. Yeah. Picture of my parents' old house, not the one that we just sold. In case you're new here, my parents passed, and we had to clean out and sell their house recently. It's done. Anyway, this is the house they had before that. That one I grew up in as a kid. Well, from the age of 13 till I got married at 21. Picture of my son. That one was one of his science fair awards. Why did we get doubles? I get doubles a lot. This is funny. This is an anniversary picture of hubby and I, which we just had our 39th anniversary. So my nieces spent the night, and my niece and my son made us dinner. It was cute. They set a table up and decorations and everything was kind of cute. They were trying to play a restaurant. This is a picture of Bob and his family. I think some people were asking. I still didn't do my Q&A. He has a brother and a sister, and then that's his mom, who's passed, and his dad has passed a long time ago. So his sister lives in town. His brother lives in Tennessee. Well, a couple towns over, sister lives. I think quite possibly we might have a box of cat pictures. Okay. More stuff gone. I'm doing this without hubby, but he was all right with getting rid of all those. Just not going to tell him about the other stuff, so I guess I'm going through this whole box. I found a picture of my best friend, Donna, from high school. This looks... There's that Winnie the Pooh overalls that I took out of my closet. It doesn't fit. Anyway, almost fits. I think I need 5 pounds, 10 pounds maybe. I should send that to her, or take a picture and text it to her rather. All right, I think I'm done. I didn't finish going through this box, so I'm going to put it over here to remind myself to finish going through it. There's way more boxes in my guest room. Currently, that is where son is living now, so it's kind of a mess in there. And we do have stuff. I have photos in the closet in there. I have a whole hutch that I have all these photo boxes on. It was organized. Yeah, the room's a mess. I don't know what to say about that for right now. So I'm just going to clean up this mess and call it done for now. All right, that's enough for me today. I know it's nothing spectacular and that interesting, but that's how I'm going to be doing it for a while until I figure out, I don't know where I'm going with this. I just definitely need to get rid of some of that. So, and organize them, and they're somewhat organized, but not really. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. I'll continue to do this once a month on the Photo with Friends collab and see how I progress throughout the rest of this year, and we'll see what happens. If you have any advice, let me know in the comments below. I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, I don't know what I'm doing. Side note, I do think I will put this stuff in the truck today and take it to Goodwill. I mean, this is half photo decluttering and actually a quarter photo decluttering. The rest is for the craft room, which will be coming up on this Sunday. Another craft room video, hopefully, for you. Okay, that was enough for this month. I'm sure I will pick up momentum as I go along, bit by bit. I will do better and get rid of more and organize more as I go along. So make sure you check out the playlist here in the end screen and watch what everyone else is doing for Photo Friday with Friends. Until next time, guys, enjoy your day.